So this very beautiful girl you are seeing on my screen now is late following a very tragic event that happened in Ghana. So this lady is 20 years old. She's a 200 level of Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Cape Coast in Ghana. So tragically, she was found unalive at the coast shoreline following a sudden disappearance. It happened that this girl called Innocentia used to live in the campus with some of her friends, and then it is said that on June 11, 2026, she received a call at 7 p.m. But before then, she has been dating this particular guy, which I wouldn't call it a date actually, but she was always speaking and chatting with him on phone. And according to her roommate, it is said that the guy, or should I say the man, is an old man, so it was more like a sugar daddy. So on that particular day, after receiving a call from someone at 7 p.m, she immediately went and got dressed. She got dressed casually in a black dress, right? And then after she was done dressing, she wanted to leave the room. So her roommate asked her, babe, where are you going to? So she told them that she's going to go and see that man that she's always chatting with on phone. They now said okay. So that was how she left the room. And then from that particular day that she left the room till God knows when, they didn't see her. So they got worried. The roommate got worried that she didn't come back. And then the next day, they still didn't see her. So on the 12th of June 2026, her roommate and friends were already worried because she had not returned home. And this was unlike the Innocentia they knew, because the Innocentia that they knew would definitely come home. And for her to not have come home that day and then the following day she's still nowhere to be found, they were like, no, something is definitely wrong. So her classmates, so her friends and roommates immediately raised an alarm. And then on that same day, being June 12, 2026, residents of a nearby Duako community raised an alarm at about 6 a.m. and then they told the police that they had discovered a body that was washed ashore. Mind you, the people of Duako community, they weren't able to identify the body that they saw because the girl wasn't living there, so they didn't know who this person was. That was why they had to inform the police. And then after they had informed the police, on June 13, 2026, the family of the girl decided to make the whole thing official. They went to the police and then told the police that their daughter Innocentia had gone missing. And then when the whole search began, it led them to her lifeless body, which was found ashore. Her lifeless body was found near the Hotland Beach Resort. It was found lying face down, putting on only a bra and an underwear. So nobody actually knew what happened to her. Remember, when she left the house, she was fully dressed in a dark clothes. So how come she is now putting on just a bra and an underwear? Who knows what actually transpired between her and the man? Nobody knows. So after her body was discovered at the beach, the police examined the body and then checked if there was maybe any physical injuries, but they discovered that there were no physical injuries on her body. It is still unclear as to why and who actually did this. The investigations are still ongoing, but then rumors are circulating online with people alleging mutilation, and then most people are saying that her body parts, some of her body parts are missing, which of course the Ghana police came out to say that, to debunk all that. They said it's not true, that everything is complete. So just that they don't really know what happened and what transpired.